Hello everyone and welcome to Credit Finance. In today's video, I bring you an update regarding IRS tax update with the start of the new tax session. Just 6 weeks away, we will take a look at the latest development with those ongoing tax delay, including the newest information on the remaining backlog of unprocessed tax return and amended returns. Meanwhile, the IRS has announced they are sending more than 20,000 rejections letters to those who wrongly claimed a specific tax credit. So, we will take a look at which credit that was and what to do if you're impacted from there. We will check in on the latest IRS notice being received by taxpayers still impacted by ongoing processing and refund delays. Now, before we get started, if you are interested in latest news regarding stimulus, child tax credit, SNAP, PBT, and everything in between, so make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. So starting off with the remaining backlog of unprocessed tax return, as we did see another drop from our last update to now 85,000 returns remaining. All of the movement since our last update came with a drop of paper return to now 105,000 remaining, but this is now the fifth consecutive days update in which the IRS is reporting no decrease of the e-file return backlog and those requiring special processing as we reported previously. We have seen inconsistency in what the IRS reports at time compared to what the remaining backlog actually was. Moving on to amended return, as we did see another decrease from the our last update to now 680,000 returns remaining for those you waiting on your amended returns. There seems to be good news as the IRS has actually increased the amount of returns they are processing since our last update. The IRS has managed to clear out of 46,000 returns in the last week compared to the 22,000 a week rate they were previously reporting. However, do keep in mind, even at the increased processing rate, it will take the IRS another 3.5 months to clear the backlog, assuming they maintain these higher level of processing. Now, developing news over the last week, as the IRS has announced that it is sending out more than 20,000 letters to taxpayers, notifying them that their employee retention credit or ERC claims have been disallowed. These letters, known as Letter 105C claims disallowed, are aimed at taxpayers the IRS believes are not eligible and who have applied for but have not yet received the credit in September. The IRS has announced an immediate freeze on processing new ERC claims citing improper credits being claimed and that the pause will run through at least the end of the year. In October, the IRS announced a new withdrawal option allowing certain tax filers that have filed an ERS claim but have not received a refund to withdraw their submission and avoid future repayment. Interest and penalties tax filters. Tax filers that have submitted on ERS claims that still being processed can withdraw their claims and avoid the possibility of getting a refund for which they are ineligible. Since the year 2020, the IRS has received nearly 3.6 million ERS returns with more than 600,000 ERC applications pending, totaling $2,300 billion in refund paid. The outstanding applications are estimated to be worth another 90 billion to 100 billion. The 20,000 rejections letters sent out have an estimated total value of 2 billion to 1 billion in applied credit, and it's estimated that some letters were taxpayer making claim for $100,000 to $500,000 in recent week. We have been crypto tax seeing increased report tax receiving the CP 2000 notice from the IRS indicating that they now owe the IRS sometimes tens of thousands of dollars. We are seeing it in particular sent to taxpayers who have or were previously involved with cryptocurrencies. Numerous taxpayers are now indicating that never reported capital gains from the sale of cryptocurrencies, earned income from the mining of cryptocurrency, and income received for wages and rental income. that was paid through cryptocurrencies. Now we are seeing a spike in these reports as the IRS has increased their investigations in digital assets. Reporting if you are impacted by this situation, immediately contact the IRS on the number provided on the notice and respond to the notice agreeing or disagreeing with the proposed change. It is imperative if you are continuing with cryptocurrencies that you properly file out Schedule D. When filing your tax returns, as the IRS needs the information provided to properly calculate tax liability for those still waiting for their fund and who claim an earned income tax credit or child tax credit. It likely your returns is under audit. You have or will receive the CP75 notice as seen here from the IRS requesting further documentation so that tax processing can continue. There is also a chance the IRS may have sent it and you never fact receive it, which has been a common scenario in previous year. Make sure to check your tax transcript and locate any 971 codes and the specific dates for those codes. At that point, you want to confirm your received letters from the IRS around those dates. If you did not, that means those notices could have been lost in the mail and you will need reach out to the IRS to request a duplicate be sent so you can complete the documentation request while the audit can continue on the tax return. Taxpayer continue to receive the 60-day notice like seen here, and as we have reported previously that the most common reason to receive this notice is that the IRS still need to process the wage information they receive from your employer to match it to your tax return for accuracy. Make sure to check your wages and income transcript by logging into your IRS account and confirming all information and income has in fact been reported and is accurate. Now, if you do not see anything or there is a discrepancy, then check your earning records by logging into your social security account. If you see missing wages at that point, it is advised you contact the IRS and inform them of the situation as they may require you to submit copies of your W-2 and year and pay stubs to continue the processing of your tax return. For those of you who never received your tax refund, even though the IRS sent it, there is a chance it was sent to the wrong bank account or that the bank account information listed on the tax return to receive the direct deposit was incorrect. If this happens, the bank in question will send it back to the IRS, who in turn will issue out a paper check usually within 4 to 6 weeks. However, if you have a non-traditional bank such as Green Dot or Crime, this does not necessarily apply to you because those banks also have been sending back certain tax refund to the IRS has flagged, which will result in additional reviews. This information provided applies to those with accounts and traditional bank. Also, there are still questions coming in about amended return processing time to currently as it stands. The IRS is still averaging 6 to 7 months, perhaps longer depending on if the IRS needs documentation to continue processing. We had viewers who previously waited over 14th month or processing to be completed on theirs, so do expect possibly long delays. As a result, in this situation, there is no way to request the IRS expedite the processing of your return. So let us know in the comment section about your ongoing tax issues in the meantime. So that's all the update that I have for today. Remember to turn on your notification button to know when I have uploaded a new video. Thanks for watching and see you guys next time.